under consent.
All items are considered routine or implement an earlier council action and may be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless requested.
Okay, there's a consent. We've had a request for F and G to be removed and to be discussed. And are there any other comments on the other items on consent?
I'll make a motion to approve the remainder.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to articulate.
Oh, I apologize. Yes. I'm sorry?
You want to call another one?
Okay. Javon first, the city manager.
Sure. Thank you. To the mayor and council, I just want to articulate a slight change into the resolution for item 5E. It is the resolution accepting the annual report for development impact fees. Under whereas number 4, it reads as follows. Whereas the city collects below market rate housing in lieu fees on all residential ownership or rental developments of 5 units or more. The reso that was published said of 10 units or more. It's actually a 5. The staff report had the correct number. It was simply a typo in the resolution. So the one you have before you tonight says of 5 units or more.
Okay, that'll be so noted on E. Mr. Medina.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
Pull the TSPC resignation. Is that I?
H.
H, I'm sorry. I just
problem.
lost my page.
H. Okay, that is H, yes.
Please.
Okay, any action on the remainder?
I'll make a motion again to approve the remainder. Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The ayes have it. Now we have 3 items that have been asked for discussion or to be pulled for additional information. First one is item F, as in Frank, to adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement with the professional land services for on-call surveying services in the amount not to exceed $50,000. City manager.
Sure. I'll invite our Public Works Director, Jimmy Tan, to articulate this, but we do not have land surveyors on staff, but I'll let Jimmy articulate more.
Mr. Tan.
Hi, good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. Yeah, this contract is for the on-call surveying services. As the City Manager mentioned, we don't have on-call surveying services in-house, and there's a need for it because the city does a lot of design in-house, or starting to do a lot of design in-house, and we're using, we haven't issued proposals every single time we, require surveying services, and it's pretty inefficient for us to do this. So that's the reason why we are requesting an on-call surveying contractor, a consultant at this moment. Anything over, again, the needs for $25,000 will still come to council for approval, but these are small locations where we need to survey to curb ramp designs, intersection designs as part of the TSPC improvements that are required. So these are $3,000 to $5,000, services that we're going to be using for as part of this contract. So, even though it's being requested for $50,000, the city doesn't anticipate the need to use all of it, but we'll be cognizant of what we're going to be using for these services.
Yeah, and I will just add that the funds used for the land surveying will be budgeted in the individual project or existing budgeted funds. So it is not a new allocation of $50,000.
Any questions from council staff? Any action on this item?
Move to approve.
Second. Motion made and seconded to approve item F. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Item G, adopt resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an agreement with Lotus Water for the development of the city's green infrastructure plan in the amount not to exceed $135,672. Mr. Tan.
Yes, good evening again. This item is regards to the development of the green infrastructure plan, which is a mandate that's required by the municipal regional permit. It's coming from the Regional Water Board for every single agency to develop the GI plan is what we're calling it. So the city already had a budget of $150,000 in the CIP to develop this plan, and this plan needs to be completed by June of 2019. And so it's coming around next year. So the city went ahead and issued a request for proposal to different consulting firms, and the city received 4 proposals for this project, and actually 3 proposals for this GI plan, and then we evaluated the proposals, and it's currently awarding the contract to Lotus Water because they are the most qualified consultant to develop this, the GI plan.
Thank you. Any questions from council? Any action?
Move to approve.
Second?
Motion made and seconded to approve item G. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0.